Live, local, late breaking. This is Newswatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. The time is 6:30 on August 14th. Welcome to Newswatch 12 this morning. I'm Carlos Murrieta. We first want to turn over to Storm Tracker 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress for a look at our Thursday. And Sarah, you said things are about to cool off. How cooler can we expect things to get?
Well, today is going to be about a 10-degree temperature difference from where we were sitting yesterday, and we can expect lots of sunshine in the forecast for areas inland. But here's a look out at Smith River this morning, where we are seeing areas of fog, marine clouds as well. With a bit more fog as you're over towards Brookings this morning, but definitely cloud coverage along the whole coast. You'll see that decrease a bit throughout the day today, but areas inland waking up with clear skies, and we'll hold on to the sunshine for us throughout your whole day on your Thursday. Finally going to be feeling less hot. Temperatures return to your typical summertime heat. Winds today will also pick up across the region for a gustier afternoon and evening. So heading out the door into the Rogue Valley around 8 a.m. this morning, we'll still be into the 60s, which is a better difference than the days we felt before. By lunchtime, only into the upper 70s, and then high temperatures reach their peak only into the upper 80s. Heading out the door around the rest of the region, right now we're sitting at 48 for Klamath Falls, 47 over to Lakeview, 61 in Montague, Medford, you're at 62, Gold Beach 57, and Grants Pass 61. Now here's a look at your high temperatures for today. Much more comfortable than seeing a 1 in the front of that number, but we'll have 89 for Medford, Grants Pass 89 as well, Wairika 89. Klamath Falls will be at 83. Along the coast will be into the 60s and 70s. But into the next couple of days, staying pretty comfortable, but a system approaches the region starting tomorrow, bringing the chances for showers on your Saturday and even into Sunday. I'll have more details for you coming up in your next forecast.
Starting on the fire watch this morning, a structure fire in Central Point began to spread to nearby vegetation and threatened to nearby homes. The fire was called in around 1 p.m. yesterday as fire crews from Jackson County Fire District 3 and Medford Fire arrived to the scene in just minutes. Now, next door neighbors were worried if the fire would spread to their homes. Daniel Driggs, who lives in the house where the fire was taking place, says his neighbors kept ringing their doorbell to let him know that there was a fire going on. Daniel then went up and grabbed his older brother, who was playing video games, and alerted him on what was going on.
I go out the back, we check it. It's just like a bunch of smoke, just up in flames. It's like a huge tree. And then ash coming into the backyard.
Like the whole tree's on fire. Like nobody expects that to be like the first thing your sibling tells you.
Jackson County Fire District 3 told Newswatch 12 that 2 investigators are working to determine the cause of the fire. Firefighters suspect it was electrical, but nothing is confirmed at this time. And a fire was reported along I-5, and when firefighters arrived, the fire was already under control. Several people passing by stopped to aid in this fire, including a lawn care company that had a water tank and a hose. The fire was likely sparked by a vehicle, but ODF is investigating. With roadside fires being so common this time of year, Rural Metro Fire is emphasizing the need to carry firefighting equipment such as a fire extinguisher, a gallon of water, and a shovel. And with wildfire activity across the state, Bottle Drop is activating its emergency fund to support wildfire relief efforts. It's matching up to $20,000 in bottle and can donations May through October 7th. Oregonians can donate their Bottle Drop account funds or redeemable containers to aid relief efforts led by organizations such as the Red Cross and the Wildland Firefighting Foundation.
Raise money for wildfires before. We actually did a campaign last year where we were able to raise $40,000 to help support wildfire relief in Oregon. And so that's why we set the goal again this year to raise $40,000 and how we determine the $20,000 match.
Now, if you'd like to donate redeemable cans and bottles directly, take them to a Bottle Drop Redemption Center and let staff know you would like to donate to wildfire relief efforts. On to the Health Watch, a hidden danger is appearing in lakes, ponds, and slow-moving streams as blue-green algae, which is a harmful bacteria, can pose serious health risks to people, pets, and wildlife. They can sometimes look like pea soup or spilled paint, and these blooms produce toxins that can irritate skin, cause stomach cramps or vomiting, and in severe cases, be life-threatening. Pets are at high risk if they drink or lick contaminated water, and BLM says to avoid contact with discolored water, keep pets out, and follow posted advisories from the Oregon Health Authority and local land managers.
Floating patches of algae or even just clumps that float in the water column. So that's all a sign of an excessive bloom. When I see that, when I'm out on a water body, I'm no way going to let my dog drink that water, and I'm not going to swim in that water.
Officials remind the public to pack clean water, wash your hands and pets after outdoor activities, and report suspicious blooms to the Oregon DEQ or OHA. Awareness helps protect both your family and Oregon's fragile ecosystems. And continuing our coverage of Oregon's senior housing crisis, a bill aimed at tackling the problem is now officially in law. Governor Tina Kotek signed House Bill 3589, unlocking millions in new funding for affordable housing for seniors and people with disability. The House bill, backed by Ashland Representative Pam Marsh, creates a senior housing development initiative, and it uses $24 million from Oregon's property tax deferral program to help build affordable studio and one-bedroom homes for older adults and people with disabilities. State data shows seniors make up roughly a quarter of Oregon's homeless population. And in developing news, the Portland Trail Blazers may be under new ownership after the owner of a pro hockey team bought the NBA franchise. Now billionaire Tom Dundon and a group of investors reached an agreement to buy the team, and Dundon says he plans to keep the Trail Blazers in Portland. The tentative deal is valued at more than $4 billion and now must be approved by the NBA Board of Governors before it's finalized. A closer look at this deal can be found on our website. On to the School Watch, Klamath Falls City Schools is asking anyone riding the school bus in this upcoming school year to download the My Ride K-12 app. Now this app allows families to complete bus registration for the 2025 to 2026 school year. And then the Oregon Department of Human Services is reminding families in need of food assistance that the deadline for summer EBT is fast approaching. Summer EBT helps families buy groceries for school-age kids when school's out. Eligible families receive $120 per child to help keep meals on the table this summer. To apply online, you can visit the link on your screen. And one 13-year-old has been working hard this summer to raise money for a trip of a lifetime. Newswatch 12's Grace Ritz shows us on how he's raising money, learning lessons, and of course, having fun along the way.
Most 13-year-olds are spending their time soaking up the summer and enjoying their last bits of sunshine, but Wyatt is raising money by making snow cones and lemonade to get to DC. Wyatt, his mom Joanne, and his two siblings have had 4 lemonade stands so far this summer, all to raise $2,500 for Wyatt to go on his 8th grade DC trip in April. So far, he's raised $750 by making yummy drinks, collecting cans, and even pulling weeds for his grandma. This time around, all these Brooklyn Slice food truck allowed them to set up shop next door. That way people can get both a treat and a slice of pizza in one go. Joanne says that fundraisers like these not only help him raise money, but are also teaching him vital lessons.
Practicing customer service probably for the first time as a 13-year-old, and learning how to handle money, giving change, and then keeping your cool as you're making recipes for people, and there's all sorts of different lessons.
Wyatt says he's excited for his trip, but he's also enjoying making his own lemonade flavors, like the Happy Dog.
Probably getting to see a lot of stuff that I haven't seen yet. The Happy Dog Italian soda, pomegranate and blue raspberry.
Each new customer he gets tells them stories about their own adventures in Washington, D.C., and are more than happy to help him reach his goal.
Huge outpouring of people swinging by, noticing that there's a fundraiser, but then the second they read that it's a DC trip, it becomes personal for them almost, because a lot of these people have gone on the DC trip themselves and they remember what it meant to them.
This fundraiser isn't his last, and he'll be back out at Ollie's food truck tomorrow to keep making delicious drinks, making money, and helping people beat the heat. Reporting in Central Point, I'm Grace Ritz.
In an update a few weeks ago, we told you about how the Jackson County Fair was planning to keep visitors cool in the summer heat. Now, we're learning that the 2025 fair drew a record-breaking number of visitors to the expo. The Jackson County Junior Livestock Auction reached nearly $3 million in sales alone. Live music and, of course, fair food also brought in fans and additional sales.